Good morning. Welcome back to Alma, Missouri, and the Missouri farm. It's almost 6:20 in the morning on the end of March. I am riding Inferno, which is the gray, one of our youngest horses, completing the training of the horses for today. It takes a long time. Let's see, probably an hour 20 I've spent riding the horses already this morning. Game time. Yeah, having the horses is a significant investment of time, but it's such a cool horse barn that, yeah, we're doing it. We're going to have horses on this farm. But final horse to get in and groomed, and we can get on with our day. Off camera, I finished up the day yesterday. I did spread slurry on our einkorn wheat, so it's fully fertilized. It still needs to be rolled, and it still needs to be weeded. I took the roller over. We finished the plowing. Where is... Oh, there. We finished the plowing of the large field that was corn, and also the little smaller one by it. And I took the roller over there and was able to push in the stones on the smaller field, so I still need to get that done on the larger field. It's March. We still want to get oats in. And we got to mulch the horseshoe-shaped field so we can get soybeans in there, or no, corn in there later. All right, let me check the animal menu for the horses. Okay, this is the order we rode them in. King's now 27 months. We're looking at cleanliness, daily riding. Oh, Todd got cheated out of a little bit. How did that happen, Todd? All right, where's Todd? That's why we check. Todd's got the white socks. Makes it easier to spot. Here we go. We should just be able to quick turn around the riding arena here, and he should be good to go. Alright, now. Of course, he ran outside. I gotta go find him again. Todd. White Sox, where are you? Get you, buddy. Get him cleaned again. Double check. Alright, 100%. Everybody is back up to 100%. Okay. Yeah, I must have not rode him just quite far enough, which is a shame because that cost me some time that I really don't have. I left the truck in third person, which I don't generally like to do. So we'll go over, check on the sheep and the cattle, and then we'll get going. I got the white field boss parked here with the roller behind it. That's so we can get that over into the field of einkorn wheat and get that field rolled. We can use the bigger roller over to roll the stones in, but that's not our priority. Our priority is making sure we get the oats in. Almost kept going straight. Priority is to make sure we get the oats in before the end of the month and roll as much done as we can on that field. The oats don't have to be organic, so oh, we don't have a new wool pallet over there. Oh, I did mix up a lot of feed last night and also put some additional straw bedding in the cow barn over here. So it's set, so I don't have to spend a whole lot of time over here. As you can see, our cattle, we're looking at health to be 100%. We also want the productivity up around 100%. You can see we got about 76,000 liters of total mixed ration in here. It looks like they're going through about 5,000 overnight. Maybe about 10,000 a day. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but they are all right now. Oops, as are our Holsteins. Let's see, when these get to be 12 months, so next month, I want to buy some more calves. Our oldest ones are what, 23. We want them to go for 36 months, I think. I don't know if we gotta let them reproduce or if they'll reproduce before. Haven't done the math on that. But cows are fine. May need to use the international. Check on the sheep over here. Okay, so our sheep have food. They could use a little more, but they're fine. Everything looks good. Okay. So, we can get to work. And let's get rolling that einkorn wheat field. If I can get a couple of laps around it, I can turn over to a worker. I wish it was like 25 in the sense that I could just send the worker over to do the work. That would be so much easier, but Farm Simulator 22, we still have to set the workers up with the conditions for success, so to help well define the area that they need to be in, look to ensure that they're going to continually see field ahead of them to continue to work. Minimizes the amount of times that you have to go over and intervene with them. I think this is loaded up and ready to go. Let me just hop in quick and check. Yeah, the maintenance is done. It's full of the fertilizer and seed that I took out of the seed tender trailer. Oh man, this is so much stuff to do. Okay, so let's get started rolling first of all. So let's get the white. I like that. That tractor's got a good startup sequence. Am I hooked up to the tool? I think so. I see something behind me, so it must be. Yep. Trying to check, see if it looks like it's been rolled or not. Oh, it's going to be a lot wider. Oh, nice. Now, I think it's got the kind of like a sheen from the slurry. And so I was thinking about the weeding. I think we're gonna have to do it before the crop germinates. Because it's a mechanical weeder, and once the wheat starts coming in, wouldn't you damage the wheat growing, yank it out too, mechanically weeding? I don't know. We'll see what we can get to. We do have the mechanical weeder. It's a hoe. These weeds will come in, I believe, as mediums just because of the what, direct drill? Do we use direct drill, or do we use shallow cultivation? I don't even remember. I think we use direct drill. So they kind of punish you and give you worse weeds when you do no-till or shallow cultivation. Do you think I can get away with just one time around? Actually, with the rolling, they like don't remember that you've rolled. Isn't that correct? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm concerned. I'm gonna have to do this myself. I think it is the rolling that the AI doesn't recognize, and so it'll just go all the way to the end of the field. If it comes all the way to the end of the field, it might continue on into the other field. I just may have to do this all myself. And that gives me pause as I think about what's going to happen in the in the other field with trying to roll the stones in with the bigger roller. Let's go around once. We'll try. We'll see what happens. Okay, it looks like my fears were unjustified, I think. He turns around. He appeared to recognize the border that I did around the headland. So I think he'll be okay. If he misses some bits, we can clean it up. I noticed the white seems to struggle with the roller a little bit. I think we're getting 5 miles an hour working speed out of it. I think that's probably a little less than it should be, but we'll take it. All right, so that's going. Let me go grab. Be nice to have the pickup over here. Let me go grab the seed drill. Let's see if I can get that started. Putting in the oats. I'll have to change the seed type, right? Barley, there's oats. So the question is, will it take the fertilizing state? I'm not 100% sure that it will, because I don't know. Have they done anything after the manure that would allow? Well, it's a different type of fertilizer though, so I don't know. I'm trying to remember, because I screwed it up in FS25, that I don't know, I had like a different, can I get by here quick before he raises? Yeah, okay. I think I got by without blocking him. So if I can get a worker going on this, also, then I can get over to the other one. So let me check here. Field info. Fertilize 70. How do you get? I think it'll be all right. All right, I think it's okay. It's taking it. So how many headlands? One or two? Probably two would be safer. Let me get those on here. Okay, so I got the worker set up over here in this field, and the worker doing the rolling lost sight of the task that he was supposed to do. So that's one of the huge differences between FS22 and FS25 is this happens, and it's unfortunate. So we're gonna have to come over here and take over. I don't know if we're gonna have to do it all ourselves or not. I think maybe there was enough in front of him that he saw it. I don't know. And thought it was already done. See if I can hire a worker again. And if they'll keep doing it. Because it would be nice not to have to finish this myself. Well, I should have trusted the worker more. I didn't think he'd get going. So I spent a lot of time down there kind of keeping an eye on him when everything looked fine. So I'm going to get the John Deere 9R out. 9470 RX, and we're going to get the big roller. We're gonna start rolling those stones in. Third person. It's because I was using the seed treatment. So get the combine out. I think it would probably benefit us to have another building, but this is what we have. Wow, it's tight. We'll leave it right there where it blocks everything, right? Sounds like a plan. Oh, I could have come back a little farther. Combine back away. Won't need this for a while. Yikes. Tight. Tight, tight. Alright, so the big roller. Alright, something needs maintenance very badly. I don't know if it's the roller, the tractor, or both. We should probably start out with it being 100%. It's not too bad. Could have been worse. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough. Feeling a little under the weather. Spent a lot of time in some very cold temperatures the last few days, so yeah, feeling it a little bit. Alright, so this is going to fold out way big. And it's going to be difficult for me to... You don't raise or lower this one, do you? It's just down, I think, once you unfold it. Because of the size of it, I guess. Alright. Well, let's keep going then. I'll do one headland around, and then maybe I can get a worker to take it from there. Is the goal. It does a really nice job of... Whoa. Okay. Micro terrain. I was gonna say, it does a really good job of rolling the stones in, but the micro terrain we just saw doesn't work great. I get it. And we're gonna have a hard time in these corners because it's not like we can lift it. So one of the workers thinks they're done, probably the one with the roller. The other one, I think, may run out of seed. Okay, well, it's after 6 o'clock in the evening now, and I'm kind of super annoyed. I've been treating FS22 on Alma like I've been doing FS25, trying to deal with my recording issues, and they're different. So, yeah. I probably, 3 hours at least of gameplay that we were unable to capture. So what I was doing is I was capturing the video, and what's unique in Alma is that sometimes it says you're not recording. What I used to be able to do when that would happen is I could go back and save recent gameplay, and that would work, but of late that's not working at all. So I did that twice, and each time I did it I saved progress in the game, which means I can't go back in time and do that work over on camera after having lost the footage. So what I can do going forward is I can try and go out and check and see if the captured video is actually what it was supposed to have been before I save the game and lose the ability to go back and do the work over. So let me kind of talk you through what all we did. When we last were able to save video, we were rolling the stones into the field in the former cornfield. That work is completed. When I got done with that, I took the large roller over and rolled out the oat field that we had just drilled. I grabbed the International 1246, is that right? And I got that weeder that we have, and I weeded this einkorn wheat field. And it took a long time to do it, and I'll probably never use it again. I really like the weeder, but on this map it's just not a good fit because it's small. It took a long time. At the time I was doing it, I said, well, it's organic einkorn wheat, it's organic. You know, we can't use fertilizers, we can't use herbicides. It's supposed to be a pain, and it certainly was. I also got the, when we got done on this field over here with the rolling, we got the Case Patriot out, and we sprayed herbicide on that field, so it's good to go with the weeding. That's pretty much the work that we did. There was some good footage and stuff, and I'm really kind of miffed about having lost it. The problem on FS22 was game crashes, so that's where you want to, not so much on here, so that's where you want to save the video and the game progress. Yeah, I just got to be more careful. I'm losing daylight now too. I thought I was going to come in here, maybe get some work done to finish up the episode, because otherwise it's going to be super short. But I don't know if I got a whole lot of time to do that. There is work to be done, so I might as well try. And it'll get me ahead for April, because we got to start putting in the corn and the soybeans. Oh, the other thing I did is, and I would have done this, I thought I had done it off camera after I got done recording, is I went and I bought some liquid fertilizer, because the planter, the big one, needs to use liquid fertilizer. So that's what we did. What I want to do is I want to get the land all out, and I want to start running around the horseshoe shaped field. So let's start moving some equipment around. I think what I'll do... Oh, yeah, I can move that. Guess I can use this, right? What I want to do is I want to use... I could get away with using the John Deere behind me. I can't remember which one's that. The 6250R. The 6R. I could use that and pull the land all, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that case out and use it. So I hook up to this planter. And we can use both of these planters. It's just that this one doesn't fertilize, so we'll have to... But we could use it to plant. Let's just get it out of the way for now. Getting really crowded in the yard here. Don't hit the trailer, please. Don't hit. Yeah, I'm going to if I keep doing that. I'm gonna run out of daylight, aren't I? It's getting dark. I got plenty of time in the episode to do this, but I don't have the daylight to get away. I can't squeeze through that with the... Oh, something else had happened while we were drilling the field. We had to go out and refill the seed. So we used the Silverado and the Unverith. How you say it? Unverith. Seed tender. Can I squeeze through there? I don't know. This needs maintenance too. I don't know if I want to spend the money it's going to take. Probably I'll just have to. It'll fit. It's not as big as I thought. Maybe. Let's do the maintenance on the John Deere while we're here. And this one's going to set us back a bit, but let's do it. Better to keep it from getting any worse. We'll use the 6250. Ooh, third person. To pull the land all out. And we'll hook it up to the 340. I may only get like the headland done, but if it's only the headland that I get done, that still would allow me to put a worker on it tomorrow while I work on something else. So I suppose it's worth doing, even if I only get a headland in. Yeah, it's been a frustrating couple of days for me. I was feeling a little under the weather when I first recorded what footage we have from this morning. I wasn't feeling very well. I ended up crawling into bed and feverishly in and out of consciousness for the rest of the day. All right. I guess I need to check and see what I have this set up as, don't I? I can't remember. So this Landau, you can configure it so it's a mulcher or a shallow cultivator or yeah, or both. I think I just want to do mulching. I'm not going to bother getting the stones off of this field before we put corn in it. And I'll get the stones next year because we're going to have to plow afterwards. That'll bring up stones again. And we don't have time this year. Alright, so hang on. There? Yeah. Land all. Let's see. Let's repair it. And then we'll customize it. Oh, okay. So it is just in mulcher. Alright. It's just mulcher right now. So that would show me what I could change it to. So it's just mulching. It's what we want. Getting dark. Don't like working in the dark. That's why you see the gameplay starting in the morning and usually ending fairly early in the afternoon most of the time, just because of time constraints for the videos. And I usually never get this far, but also I just don't like to work in the dark too much. You can't see and it doesn't record that well, but well, we can do it on this one because it's alright. So some maps the mulcher will take out the grass along the edges, knock it back or grow state. I don't know what's going to happen here. So I'm going to try and be careful as we start so that I'm not too much off of the field. Also till I confirm whether or not this is one of those maps. I don't think it is. I think just the weeders do it on this map. Oh no. Yeah, yeah, it will. So I'll be careful the first time around. I got a little bit of a cough. That's why my voice kind of, I don't know, gets weak. It's like I'm getting the tickle in my throat. Ah, come on. I don't like getting the grass outside the field because it grows back and it looks a little different sometimes. I don't know. Maybe not. We do want to try and mow that at some point. Yeah. Did it get darker or just because I zoomed out? Yeah, I think it's because I zoomed out. I'm getting a little too far over. I think just one headland around will probably be good to allow a worker to do the rest of it, and then we can just set a worker on this tomorrow as we're going into April, and we've got to get corn in this field and then the field that this kind of wraps around, the one that's just to the north of the horse barn, and then soybeans in the field to my left. So what I'm thinking is might use that large Kinza planter with the fertilizer tanks on it to do the soybeans and get that in. I'm not sure. And I think we'll have to use the John Deere with that one. I'll have to take a look at the horsepower requirements. Generally, I like to use the, you know, the tractor, the smallest tractor that you can, just because sometimes they're easier to maintain. But a lot of times the maintenance is a function of the purchase price, initial purchase price of the vehicle. The John Deeres seem to be pretty pricey to maintain. But maybe because they're fairly expensive. I don't know. I'm afraid to actually hit the cruise control. My finger's getting, I don't know, getting annoyed at pressing this button. So yeah, I took my son back to college after the Christmas break. Driving through some winter weather. I don't know if it was because, you know, getting out and pumping gas or what, but yeah, I got back from that trip and hit me shortly thereafter that I wasn't feeling too good. It's pretty much gone now, I think. Just I don't know, got run down. Was putting in long days driving and stuff. Maybe it was just kind of lack of sleep, rest, the cold, combination of things, but feeling pretty good now. We'll see if we can start getting these things back on track. Oh goodness. Easy killer. A little out of practice because I've been away from the game for a few days. And I'm forgetting things, but we'll get it going. So in FS22, we're still having some recording and well, actually more system crash issues. Here in Alma, we've been having these video capture issues. So I think my solution will be check the footage. And I may not even go that far. I may just play for an hour, leave the game, restart the console, and do it again for the second video capture. Seems like it works okay for the first hour, and then the second hour, that's where you run into problems. Why that happens, I don't know. I don't think it's happening in... Maybe it is. What did I do in Old Polish Farm? I think I was capturing shorter clips. I don't even remember why now. I'm having a recollection. Did I dream that? I don't know. I was trying to capture shorter clips and saving more frequently. What problems was I having in Polish Farm? I don't remember. I don't really remember having problems in Ohio Farm either, but I guess I got to be more aware so I don't end up with, you know, this situation again. I mean, I had really good gameplay, scintillating conversation, the best I've ever had, and we lost it. Kind of bummed about the weeder. I really like that weeder from Rooster Mods, but it's just not good for this map. This map's just, in my opinion, you got to treat this map with respect and use larger equipment, or you're gonna work your tail off, as we have been for the first few years on here, until we start getting the larger equipment. This is going to make things easier. If only the workers worked like they do in FS25. And we could just send them out of here to do what needs to get done. So pretty much on this Let's Play, we're going to be doing the initial work in the field, trying to set the workers up to succeed so we can go focus on something else, which is what we did in this episode Unfortunately, some of it has been lost to posterity. We just didn't get the video capture we wanted. And now it's good and dark, and I don't like to work in the dark like this. I think I did back in 6 Ashes. I worked at night more. That was a tough map to do that. That was back in FS19. Man, that was a fun map though. That one never did come for 22, did it? I think the map maker for that one, I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. Sorry. He did some other maps, and I think he converted some of the other maps that he did for 22, but he never did 6 Ashes. Really liked that map. It was just really good setup and fun. Was able to establish a good storyline and just had a great time progressing through that. That was the map that I wanted to, you know, get my completionist trophy for FS19 on. By, I think the final trophy that I needed was to have 10 million in-game currency. I don't think I ever really cheated money in. I have done that in 22, so I may have inadvertently gotten that trophy by cheating money in to set something up and do something. I don't know. But I'd like bona fide. Shoot, I'm getting the grass, aren't I? I want to come back and cut that later, so I don't want to get too much of it. I'm hoping once I get this this round done, I can get a worker to do the rest of this field while I focus on doing something else. Probably starting planting soybeans, I guess. Kind of had thought getting corn in would be the priority for me. I could. I don't know. That I'm trying to decide which one's the biggest field. This is the largest field, actually. So what I could do is I could put the soybeans in that other field that's probably the second largest. With the big planter, it's got the fertilizer. While a worker works on this with this tractor and the landall. I can use the smaller planter to do the other soybean field, and that'll be less to worry about fertilizing. We can fertilize it with liquid fertilizer in the Patriot, and then we could use that large planter again to do the corn in this field, and then we could use the smaller one to do the corn in the field next to us if we need to get it in quickly. And then, yeah, what are we gonna have to do? We're gonna have a lot of field prep stuff, or kind of finishing touches, right? Weeding, we can spray. We won't need to spray the soybean fields because they were just plowed. We'll have to spray this one and the other cornfield, both, I think. And then we'll have to roll them all out. We got the big roller for that. And it should be good. There we go. No, I guess I do need to go across, don't I? Missed a little bit. So yeah, that's how we ended up here at the end of March. Sorry that, man, we just lost so much gameplay for you. Damn capture issue. It was good stuff too. I'm sorry you missed out on it. Again, we rolled, we weeded, we drilled oats, we rolled that, we sprayed herbicide on it, and that's how it all ended up. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here at the Missouri Farm in Alma, Missouri. I know this is a tough one. I hope you enjoyed what I was able to share with you. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. Come back. We'll do a better job next time. I'll be more careful. And hopefully we can see some different machinery doing a whole lot of different tasks. So we'll see you in April.
PlayStation